Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is about salts. Salt in chemistry, substance produced by the reaction of an acid with a base. A salt consists of a positive ion cation of a base and the negative ion anion of an acid. The reaction between an acid and a base is called neutralization reaction. The term salt is also used to refer specifically to common table salt or sodium chloride. When in solution or the molten state, most salts are completely dissociated into negatively and positively charged ions and are good electrolytes, that is, conductors of electricity. Hydrochloric acid HCl plus sodium hydroxide react to form sodium chloride, that is NaCl plus water. Acid and base react to form salt and water. Sodium chloride, one of the best known salts we use in our food every day. It is made by a neutralization reaction of hydrochloric acid with sodium hydroxide, which yields sodium chloride and water. Neutralization reaction takes place in presence of an acid and a base, and both combine to form a salt. The salt formed has the properties of both an acid and a base. Sodium hydroxide base react with hydrochloric acid and acid to form sodium chloride, that is salt, and water. What is the pH of NaCl? NaCl is a neutral compound as it has a pH of 7. It's neither acidic nor basic and is formed from a strong acid, that is HCl, and a strong base, that is NaOH. The strong acid and the strong base in an aqueous solution neutralize each other, forming a neutral product NaCl with a pH of 7. How to tell if a salt is acidic or basic? A strong acid with a strong base yields a neutral salt. A strong acid with a weak base yields an acidic salt. And likewise, a weak acid with a strong base yields a basic salt. Some commonly used strong acids and bases are strong acid, hydrochloric acid, hydrobromic acid, hydroiodic acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, and HClO4. Strong bases: lithium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, barium hydroxide. Imagine dissolving table salt in water. The salt reacts with water to release acid and base. In this case, the hydrolysis of salt produces a neutral solution. The salts in water dissociate to form ions, that is, cations and anions. In aqueous solution, hydrolysis is the reaction of cations and anions to produce a basic or acidic solution. As per salt hydrolysis, salts can then be categorized as a basic, acidic, or neutral. The formation of these salts depend on the type of salt hydrolysis. Salt of a strong base and a strong acid produced through the reaction between a strong acid and a strong base do not get hydrolyzed and do not carry a charge, and so they are neutral. For example, NaCl. Salts of a weak acid and a strong base formed from the dissociation of weak acid and strong base have a positive charge and are called basic salts. They hydrolyze in water. The cations of the strong base will not react with water, but the anion of the weak base will. Basic salts example. Some examples of basic salts are calcium carbonate, CaCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate, that is NaHCO3, and sodium acetate, that is NaOOCCH3, which is formed by the reaction between acetic acid and sodium hydroxide. Salts of weak base and strong acid formed from the dissociation of weak base and strong acid or acidic salts have a negative charge and are called acidic salts. Examples of acidic salts. Some common examples of acidic salts are copper sulfate, that is CuSO4, and ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl, which is formed by neutralization reaction between ammonia and hydrogen chloride. Salts of a weak base and weak acids neutralize to produce a neutral salt. Both the cations and anions react with water to produce both H positive and OH negative. For example, in ammonium carbonate, the ammonium cation and the carbonate anion both react with water to form hydroxide ions and hydronium ions in solution, making the solution neutral. Quote of the day. The key to success is to focus on goals, not obstacles. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.